What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're actually going to be welding on some new exhaust tips onto the E92 because as you guys saw in my previous videos, this E92 has a pretty ugly single exit exhaust, and I don't think single exit exhausts belong on BMWs, and it just kind of ruins like the entire look that I'm going for with this car. Like I think it's really clean, and just having this at the backhand is not going to cut it. So I got these exhaust tips from Amazon, and I think they're honestly pretty damn sick. I paid 50 bucks for these, and you honestly can't really beat the price for them. They're really nice and polished, and they're like a nice little slanted angle. I used to have a very similar setup on my E90. They measure both the same thing, 3.5 inches on each tip, and I think this is a really nice setup. So we're gonna attempt to actually weld it onto the E92 today. I'm gonna cut it off and weld these on there, and that should look 100 times better. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to check these out. I think they're honestly pretty damn sick, and you really can't beat the price for these. I wanted to get something pretty cheap because I don't really want to spend this much money on this car, but I mean, damn, 50 bucks really gets you some really nice exhaust tips. I was also doing the maintenance on the X3, and that's why I have it all taken apart right now, but I'm gonna have to actually change out the entire valve cover because that PCV valve thing is not gonna work out that well. So I already ordered a new valve cover from Amazon, so we should be getting that in the mail very soon. I should be able to continue that video and just swap out the valve cover. But anyway, moving back onto the E92, we're gonna start off by cutting off the exhaust tip, get that ugly one out of there, and just get it prepped up for the next one. And yeah, let's just get started on it. So yesterday I ran into a bit of an issue, but I think I got it all figured out and it should be good. But pretty much the diameter of this exit piece right here was a little bit bigger than the straight pipe that is down here. This measures 2 1/4, and the inside diameter of here is actually 2 1/2. So it was pretty loose, but luckily I had this piece of exhaust pipe laying around from when I was doing the headers on the V8, and the outer diameter of that is actually 2 1/2. So I was actually able to put that in there, and the inner diameter of this is actually almost the same size as the outer diameter of that. So I had to just mess around with it for a little bit, but I got it all figured out. I also got the bumper installed, and this is the one that actually came with the car. It's not a new one, unfortunately, but you guys can see there's damages right here in the corner, and then the 2 big creases right there by the trunks. I threw it on there because I just wanted to make sure that I'm going to align the tips very well, because there is like an indentation for the exhaust. So I just want to make sure it's perfectly in the center and it's aligned exactly where I want it to be at. But I'm just going to weld this up first, as we're going to have to weld it twice because I have this pipe inside of here now. So I'm going to weld this up first, then I'm going to put it on there and just make sure that it's perfectly aligned, tack weld it, take off the bumper, and finish welding it up. So let's get started. All right, just finished up welding the exhaust. Came out pretty damn good. It's really strong on there. The welds came out really good. Really stoked to have these on there. I think it should quiet down the exhaust a little bit more because it's not such a big exit as it was before. It does have a MagnaFlow resonator, and obviously it has a muffler delete, but without that giant tip, it should slightly change the tone of it, and it probably won't be as loud as it was before. It was like super damn loud and it was kind of annoying, but hopefully it changes the tone of it. It probably won't be as much, but there'll probably be a slight difference on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, give it a couple revs so you guys can hear what it sounds like. The next thing that I actually want to do is actually want to paint the wheels black, like I've been saying in my previous videos. I think that's really gonna just complete everything else. I have a lot of black accents on this car, so just doing this is gonna make it look 100 times better. So we got the black trim, black roof, black kidney grills, and then right now we obviously got a black rear bumper. So let's go in and take these wheels off right now and clean them up, and then we can paint them. I was thinking about masking them off, but that's probably going to be too much work, and it's probably going to be too hard to actually mask around all this stuff. It's just going to be too much for a set of wheels that are not the greatest, obviously, but I still think it's going to look a lot better if we paint them all black, and you probably won't be able to notice it that much if we just paint over it, but we'll see how it turns out. But I for sure want these wheels all black. I think that'll look a lot better. I just finished painting up all the wheels and I think they look really sick. I'm really starting to like these wheels now for some reason. Just gonna wait for them to dry and then I'm probably gonna give it one more coat before I slap them on tomorrow, and then I'll show you guys what they look like in the daylight. But I'm really digging these wheels now. I didn't really like the design in the beginning, but now that they're all black and they're all one color, I think they look a lot better and they don't really look that bad for some aftermarket wheels. So I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow until they're nice and dry and we can slap them on, and I'll show you guys, you know, what they look like. But geez, it looks sick. All right, so it's obviously the next day now and I want to show you guys the car, but I must say that I think silver wheels would honestly look really good on this car. The only thing that was throwing off these wheels for me was just the fact that they were like just painted black from the inside of the inner spokes. But if they would have been all silver, I think they honestly would have looked pretty good and I probably would have left them the way they are. But I still think that the black probably looks a lot better than having a two-tone wheel. So I want to go ahead and show you guys the car. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but I think it honestly looks a lot better since, you know, they're all black in one color now, but it's matching everything else on the car and it kind of gives it just that two-tone contrast. So, you know, we got the black trims, black roof, you know, obviously we still got a black rear bumper, so that looks kind of weird right now, but you know, we got the black mirrors, black kidney grills, black house headlights, so I don't think it's a bad idea to have these wheels black. But overall, I just wanted these wheels in one color because I just feel like the two-tone was just not going to cut it and I just didn't really like it. It kind of reminds me of the factory E92 or E46 M3 wheels, and I honestly don't really like those wheels for some reason, but or at least the two-tone color, I'm just really not a fan of it. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I think they look a lot better in black, but we're literally just missing that rear bumper and this car is 100% complete. And I want to show you guys it once it's entirely done, and I think it's going to look really good with the new exhaust and the black wheels, and you know, just having this car back in one piece is going to be, you know, for sure a lot better. But yeah, those are a little few final touches that I wanted to do to the E92 before I sold it. I think we could all agree that the exhaust was just terrible. I mean, maybe the wheels we could get away with it, but for sure the exhaust was just not gonna cut it. So good thing we got rid of that. But back over here inside of the garage now, I'm gonna be working on the valve cover tonight, and hopefully I'll have this car complete by the end of the night, and it should be running really good. I think the only reason why it's not running good is because of the valve cover, and then hopefully that resolves all the issues that are wrong with the engine. Then I can start looking into the suspension and see what is exactly wrong with it and why this wheel has so much camber on it. But just stay tuned. I'm going to be working on the X3 tonight, and hopefully we figure out what is exactly wrong with it and we can start looking into why the suspension is the way it is. That's going to be the end of this video. If you guys made it this far, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, and as always, leave any feedback down below in the comment section. As I told you guys in my last video, I'm trying to stay really consistent with this. Last week I actually uploaded twice and it kind of just delayed this video a little bit more, but I'm trying to stay as consistent as possible and just keep you guys to update with everything that's going on with my cars. So hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already, and hit those bell notifications so you guys do not miss a video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, guys.